Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? What's up? What's up? Glad to see so many people so soon. Nice start. Let's get right into this, shall we? Sadu with the number one. What is that? A week in a row now? Look at that. Hit like and subscribe. Appreciate that, Sadu. Yeah, guys, don't forget, if you haven't already, you're new to the channel, whatever, go ahead, click that subscribe button. No harm in doing so, but you will have me locked in as another Dogecoin channel to follow. What's going on, Juan? Josh, hello. How's it going? Let's see. Roar Nation in the house. Sup, everybody? What's up, Roar? Lori, what's going on? Yeah, I think he makes it a point to be first. Probably clicks on my Twitter notification and then comes straight here. Oh, you were first, Josh? Price action's flattening out below 40. Do you think we break through or dump? That is the question. What's going on, Stankus? Oh. What is that emoji? Let me know when they give prizes for first here or even second. Hey, maybe I'll do something like that. Shuba, hopefully going up, right? Williams alligator indicator is the best in my opinion, as close as I'll ever get to a crystal ball. Cool, what does the Williams tell you, man? Ray, what's going on? What's up, Ryan? Look, we got everybody piling in. This is great. I'll give a quick check of the current price of each of the assets that we care about. Let's start with Dogecoin. You can see Dogecoin did a bit of a double bottom here. Bit of a double bottom. And we bounced off of the like 19.5-ish cent level twice. 19 3/4 here. You can see how I kept hitting those touches there right around 19.4. Did a double bottom like a W reversal pattern, and now it's moving up. So that's good. That's good if you want to be a bit bullish. As we look at Ethereum right now, Ethereum's been killing it. And Ethereum's at 2,700 right now, guys. Hopefully you listened to the play yesterday. And if so, you own some Ethereum. It's crazy. Just stirring the pot. Does it? What is it telling you right now, Josh? Let us have some of that crystal ball insight of yours. Is it saying we're going up or we're going down? What's up, Lil Dur? What's going on, Lil Durrell? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Don't forget, everybody, if you are new, I haven't been saying this recently, and it's funny when you don't ask people to like, you don't ask them to subscribe, a lot of times they just forget. And I've realized when I don't ask for likes, we barely get any. When I don't ask for subscribes, most people don't click it. So I'm sorry if it annoys anybody, but sometimes people just forget. So every once in a while, I got to shout it out. Aren't you glad you didn't short Robinhood? Yes. Robinhood's IPO was at $30, and if I decided to short Robinhood out of the gate, I'd be extremely upset and broke. Mikey, what's up? Dogecoin to the moon? Absolutely. To the moon, man. To the moon. So I didn't want to put this in the title because I like having our usual crew. If you find us looking for like a calm, basic stream, you know, that's actually doing technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and talking about real stuff relating to Dogecoin, you don't need a clickbait title to find me. But I do have some new information on the Dogecoin update that I will share with you folks that got here organically without clickbait. And yeah, nice shirt. Thanks, Sadu. ... Yeah, this one's not on the store. This one is not on the store. Anyway. Let me see something real quick. San Diego in the 2020 stream. Been watching the channel for like 5 months now. Oh, really? That's awesome. I know a lot of people watch, but they usually aren't commenters. So if I see, like, if you've commented just only like once before and you've been here since the beginning, I apologize if I say welcome, because it's just a new name popping up. Adam, what's up? Cool. Oh, you subbed on your other account. Okay. All right. Nice. Josh says we will definitely be breaking 2720 and Ethereum during this cast for sure. The market is looking hungry, and even though we're not oversold on the RSI, I don't see much in the way of retracements. Cool. Mikey asks price predictions for tomorrow, Doge and Ethereum. All good questions. I see what everybody's wanting to know, and that's probably what the title of the stream is. Will this last? Not financial advice, just a poor man's dreams. Same. Dogecoin been seeming like no coin lately. Very true. All right, so let me pick back up here, and then we'll get into what's going on. So checking on Bitcoin here, don't forget Ethereum's up to 2,700. It's actually up 9% today. We just said Doge was at about 20 cents, which puts it up only almost 3% today, and Bitcoin is up about almost 5%. So you can see Dogecoin's doing half as well as Bitcoin today, and Ethereum's doing twice as well as even Bitcoin's doing, which puts it at about 4x what Dogecoin's doing, if that puts it into perspective. And this is why yesterday I said, if you're going to pick between any of the three coins, if you don't mind diversifying and you don't mind putting your funds into another cryptocurrency temporarily, all of our catalysts for Dogecoin short term have run out. We have no new catalyst right now. All we can look forward to is acceptance at a major retailer, Elon Musk doing something drastic, and whatever else we can snowball on top of that or pack on top of that. And we just know it is extremely unlikely to get one of those good announcements over the next couple days. So as we look at this like day by day and week by week even, it just didn't really make sense to have the money sitting in Dogecoin if you could have it in Ethereum when Ethereum has its catalyst this week. You know what I mean? If you can shift the money out and you don't mind shifting it to the next coin that has its catalyst coming up next, just do that, ride the Ethereum wave up while Dogecoin isn't moving, and then make money off that. And now you can go back into Doge and buy even more Dogecoins with your profit. So that's why yesterday I said Ethereum's going to be, of the three, not guaranteeing that any of them go up, but your highest chance is 1,000% going to be Ethereum, because of the EIP 1559 upgrade that is supposed to, now they're saying tomorrow is when that block will hit to where it does the changeover. So yeah, isn't this the first time that Ethereum's market cap per volume is just as big as Bitcoin's? I don't know if historically it's the first time, but it's probably one of the few times. Yeah. And you can see it's very close as far as the amount traded in the last 24 hours. And this number will probably keep going up going into tomorrow. Just bought 75,000 more. Wow, that's a big size, man. Awesome. Glad to hear that. How much would I have to have in Dogecoin to get the same and returns of Ethereum? Well, that's an interesting question. What exactly do you mean by that? Really, what you want to look at is the percentage moves that either asset will do, and that's how you kind of calculate your profit. It's just most common that the bigger assets, whether that's a large market cap stock or really high price stock, or like a large market cap or high priced cryptocurrency, they tend to move slower. So, for example, the difference in being in Dogecoin and Bitcoin is Bitcoin might have a strong bull run, but its percentage gain could be like 10%, whereas a strong bull run on Dogecoin could be like 50%. So it's just difference in volatility. So it really just depends. It just depends. How much would you have to have in Dogecoin to get the same returns in Ethereum? They're not even remotely close in price. So, I mean, you can't look at it like coin for coin. You have to look at it for just percentage moves, percentage gains on your investment. And at this point, if you had switched it out yesterday, you'd already be up twice as much as you'd be up today if you left it in. 4 times as much as you would be up today if you had just left it in Doge. And twice as much than if you had left it in Bitcoin. So that was the play. And honestly, nothing's changed in my opinion. As long as Dogecoin is not getting any crazy catalyst, me personally, I'm just leaving my capital in Ethereum. And I'll probably do that, you know, for this, at least until like obvious steam starts running out on Ethereum. So if I start noticing that it's doing the same or less good than like Dogecoin again, let's just say after all the hype wears off and then it goes back to normal, at that point I'll probably take profit. But there's just no catalyst in Dogecoin like today, tomorrow, or the day after that will make the price go up. So it's kind of one of those periods where it's kind of free money just to switch to Ethereum. It was. Now we have already run up 10%, so don't do too much FOMOing here. But yeah, I also have some good news to share regarding Dogecoin 1.21, which we'll share in just a moment. But let's finish up what we started here. So what's happening is probably the question that a lot of people have and want to know. Well, first thing you should always do, take a step back, either to the 4-hour time frame or like the 30-minute, depending on how far back you need to go. And let's just evaluate what exactly happened here. So we had the crash, a bounce to about 42. We didn't break. That started the continuation of the downtrend that we never broke out of. We had a bit of a break up off Elon Musk's initial good news hype, a massive sell-off where we made a new low, and a continuation of this downtrend right after that. Then we got this kind of like inverse head and shoulders type thing here, where we already started to do a reversal. We got here, and then we had the B-word event. I'm sorry, not the B-word event. This was like the B-word event, and then we got the Amazon rumor that started to circulate. That caused a massive spike. Then the rumor here was dispelled, right? Disproved, and then it crashed, and then that dispel of the rumor was proved to be just a fake, and so then we got hype back in. Made just barely a new high. This was the previous high, and this was the new high. So just by $100, but you could see we did not hold. Instead, we rejected it, and that caused the massive sell-off down a couple thousand to 37. And now, here we are trying to reverse a bit. Now, the question everybody's probably wondering is, ooh, was 37,000 the bottom? Like, are we bouncing here to get back up here now? Like, this was the pullback, and now we should have bought to take off? And that's really, the answer to that question is going to be a matter of opinion. And I say that because nobody knows. All you can do is try to guess. But on this channel, when we do our guesses, we try to make them as educated as possible, because we don't just want to do like a 50-50 coin flip guess. And because who does that benefit? So what do we have to look at? Well, the first thing I like to say is, why were we even up here, and was it deserved? So we're up here because of the Amazon rumor. And is it deserved? In my opinion, no, because it was not confirmed, and it was not like we didn't get that rumor from anyone except for someone that claimed to be an insider. So even though that could be a good catalyst, I mean, it's going to be a great catalyst if it works out, we just don't have, in my opinion, enough confirmation to make all the like larger money feel confident just buying in and continuing to buy in at these highs, not knowing if that rumor is 100% set in stone or not. It's just a little odd. So for that reason, I just don't in general think we have enough steam to do a breakout here. So that's reason number one, that I don't think this is going to be a massive move back up to 42 and beyond. Reason number two is because though overall this looks pretty decent when you look at it, because you can kind of do this thing here and be like, oh, look at this, we've got a little bit of an uptrend. Yeah, that's true. But if you look a little bit shorter term as well, what we should have done was probably stair-stepped up. So we did this here. We made a low, a higher low, or you know what I mean, then a higher low, and then like a much lower low than all of the previous ones. Though it was a little bit higher than the first one, it was still lower than the last few here. So there's two different ways to look at it. You can look at it longer term like this, or you can look at it a little shorter term like this. You know what I mean? There's a slight uptrend here, or there's a steep downtrend here. It just depends on which way you want to look at it. That's going to be a matter of perspective and opinion, just depending on the trader. So it's just good to look at it the way that multiple different types of people could be looking at it, so you don't get faked out and just believe something based off your feelings or your specific opinion. Because if the majority of people are looking at this line on the uptrend and you're one of the few people looking at the downtrend line and you're bearish but most people are bullish, then you're going to be the one that's wrong. So there's that. Now, which one to respect, I don't particularly know, and we'll find out soon. Because what's going to happen is there will be some sort of pullback, and then you're going to be able to get the opportunity to see where that pullback will be to. Do we respect here and move up? Do we come to this ascending trend line and move up? Or do we disrespect that and confirm a downtrend by bouncing off the descending trend line instead? And then, hitting this as resistance and selling off. There's a couple different options that could play out here. So we have to be a little bit patient. But this was a nice sequence of green candles here. You can see it did run out of steam. Big green candle, smaller one, and now we're starting off a little red. So this could be the pullback to 38 to about 39 flat, and then we'll see what happens next. Or maybe this will gain some momentum, keep going, we'll see. Either way, the problem here is that we still have strong resistance at 41,000. So what I had originally predicted, and everybody that was here yesterday and the day before knows this, I thought we could potentially do a head and shoulders. So here was the two scenarios that I drew out. I said we could either do this right here and then see like a bigger sell-off, or we could maybe not even head and shoulders and just end up selling off. And that's what we ended up doing, the second option. Now, we are bouncing at this kind of random point here, so be it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to continue up. All right, it does not. Another unusual thing is kind of the level that it chose to bounce off of, 37.5. That's not particularly like a very strong level. Let's look back and see where 37.5 resides, and it's kind of like almost the resistance level here and kind of here, but it's 37.5 is not really some defined level. Just look at it left to right. You see a couple wicks here, and the rest are like above it or below it. It's not really solid. So my problem is usually when you get a bounce off of a level that is not a key level, I don't usually see those bounces actually be worth something long term. So the strength, basically what I'm saying is the strength of the rejection, whether that's bouncing as it goes down and comes up or bouncing as it goes up and starts coming down, if it's at a weird weak level that isn't defined, usually I don't see that last for a very long time. But we'll see. That's just me giving you some insight into the patterns that I've tracked. So being that this found support at a strange level of about 37.5, I don't feel super confident that that's going to be a long-lasting bounce to the upside, because it wasn't bouncing off of a strong level, which means a lot of people were not in agreement that that was support and that they felt comfortable buying there. And that's kind of the way it works. When you bounce off a key level that everyone can identify, you've got more people doing the same thing at the same time, so the move next is more defined. So for example, let's just say 36,000, we know that's a key level. If we had come down to the key level 36, everyone could say, all right, well, if we come down to 36, it'll probably bounce, so I'm going to buy there. And then you get all the potential buyers in agreement buying at the same time, which will cause a big reversal. But if you just start reversing in the middle of nowhere and catch people off guard and they don't feel comfortable, now you've got half your buyers in and half your buyers that would have bought at something like 36 just sitting on the sideline, a little uncomfortable. Like, this doesn't feel right. I don't know if this is really the move. Am I getting faked out? Like, what's going on? That's my problem with bouncing off something like 37.5. So I don't think it'll last, but we'll see, because it doesn't matter what I think, but I'm just letting you guys know, because that's why you're here, obviously. I don't think it will last. Either way, that being said, this is not particularly a moment to like buy or sell still. Nothing's changed. We're at a period of time in Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, where the market's kind of just ranging sideways a bit. Nothing drastic is happening up here. And Dogecoin is still low, at a great dip for you to buy if things do take off and go crazy. By the time Bitcoin gets from 40 to 42,000 again, and you get to see whether or not you should actually buy in, Dogecoin will probably max be like 22 cents maybe, which is not far off to wait for confirmation to buy in. You're not missing much. And you know, if you buy in at confirmation, then you've got all this room up to then just sit in along for the ride. So That's the way I'm playing it. But if you haven't sold yet, I don't really see a reason to sell unless you are genuinely just bearish and think that it's going to tank after this. I would just keep an eye on it. And if you're not in yet, it's also not a particularly great time to buy. So, but like I said, Ethereum for now is going to be kind of the best bet of Bitcoin, Doge, and Ethereum, because Ethereum's the only one with some news. So, hey, what's up, Skydive? She says 2141. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Yes, guys, thank you so much. If you have not clicked to like, please consider clicking it for me. I do appreciate it. Helps the stream out substantially. Ray, you must be from Kentucky to be so correct. 2013 hodler? Nice. I'll nickname my wallet Seabiscuit if I think it'll help. Wow. Not from Kentucky, but I like betting on horses. Let us know if ETH loses steam. Will do. Hey, what's going on, Rick and Matthew? At the beginning of the year, there was also not much of a catalyst for Dogecoin, just bull market. Yeah. Bear Elliott, hold ETH right up to the hard fork announcement, then sell. I don't even know. Oh, you mean up. Okay. Well, save it. Ride a cowboy. I say we turn this into Ethereum site. Much more action than Doge at the moment. Hard fork announcement, when? End of August. So, are you guys talking about the Ethereum news, or are you talking about the Dogecoin ETH bridge? We are not at highs. Everybody is scared or away on the sideline now. Yep. Yo, what's up, Bobby? Yeah, there's definitely going to be some people a little concerned, Ray, as far as whether or not they want to invest in crypto, and understandably so. We still need to hear some news on the regulations. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can definitely do the buy the news, sell the. Buy the rumor, sell the news play, or maybe you expect some kind of dip tomorrow after it goes live and then sell off. But I don't know. You know, the same way that we viewed Dogecoin as a longer term play, I feel like it's going to be relatively low risk to still stay in Ethereum. Ethereum has a lot of potential still ahead of it. So though this is one catalyst, this is one of the smaller catalysts, because next is ETH2. ETH2 is going to be the big one. Massive one. You know? So yeah, you can definitely scalp it by looking for a potential sell tomorrow as the price starts to sell off. Or even now. I think a lot of you probably made a lot of profit if you want it out now and didn't even want to risk it. There's no harm in that either. But I'm gonna just wait it out. We're at a good price here. I'll just see what happens. Wanted to talk about Dogecoin. So we know we've been waiting for that fee reduction update that looks like it's going to be thrown in and batched into 1.21. Dogecoin update 1.21. So I was watching R. Nichols' stream on Twitch today. Just as I was working, I had it playing in the background. And, you know, he basically does dev work coding on Dogecoin while at the same time kind of reading the chat as he goes along. And basically he got to a point where it was pretty much done. Now, we already know that the transaction fee reduction portion of the update had been in testing for a while. But pretty much what he let the stream know was that the update was pretty much complete. And this weekend, he's going to be writing the release notes for it. So that's actually a Dogecoin catalyst that you're probably going to hear the first of it here on this channel. So subscribe if you haven't, because I don't see anyone else talking about it yet. They probably weren't watching our Nickel stream and asking him. So, yeah, he said that update is practically done and like ready to go, ready to get to us, the Dogecoin transaction fee reduction update. He said that on Saturday, he's going to have another stream where he'll be most likely then putting together the release notes for that update. And then after that, what ends up happening, they're going to, of course, do the code review and the actual, then you have to pass the update, right? You know, via consensus. I don't think there will be any problems with that. But the review process, he said, you know, it could take a couple days. but you know it has to they have to review the code, all of it, all the adjustments, make sure that everything's working right, because like he said, it's like $25 billion worth of people's money. You can't really get the code wrong. So he said usually that process though can take like a couple days or so or whatever. So I'm not saying, and then I jokingly said, oh, 1.21 confirmed next week, and he's like, no, it's not. But basically from the things, if you put the pieces together, within the next couple weeks, we should be seeing, and that's being a bit conservative, we should be seeing the Dogecoin update go live if everything goes well. Now, obviously, if it's very, very buggy and it takes them a whole long time after they do reviews, they find all these problems and need to start recoding stuff, that's a delay. But basically what I'm saying is if that does not happen and everything goes according to plan, I would probably say within the next 2 weeks, we'll be seeing Dogecoin 1.21 live. And that's a big catalyst, because we know that Elon Musk also said that the reduction of transaction fees and, you know, increasing speeds, all of that was a big, really big deal. So in order to get Elon Musk on board too, that's an update we've been looking forward to. So it's a really, actually a very big catalyst. And that's also why I'm saying going into tomorrow, you know, look at Ethereum, see how it's doing tomorrow, the day after. If it looks like it's reached this peak off the hype and it's going to start going back down, it's probably time to just get back into Dogecoin, play it safe, and be back in. Because once all the larger streamers start spreading news around that 1.21 update and more people are aware of it, because obviously here, I mean, for example, we have 50 people after the stream that watch this video will get like a couple thousand views. But you've got other people where they'll get tens or hundreds of thousands of views. So once it gets to those people and everyone's like, "Ooh, I need to buy," that's when you're going to start to see the bullish momentum kick in on Doge, as you know, as that's a catalyst. So stay tuned for that, for sure. Heard it here first. Don't forget. But yeah, that update looks like, from what I'm hearing, it's going to be the ETH update. Now I'm switching from Doge to ETH. The EIP 1559 update should be tomorrow-ish. So at some point tomorrow, when it hits that certain block number that's, you know, where it's supposed to switch over, that's going to happen. ARC FinTech Innovation, what are my thoughts? I am not familiar with that. I'm going to have to look that up. ETH, ADA, One, and some other coins. Awesome. Hey, Lil Dirt, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Don't forget, guys, if you're new here and you haven't subbed already, consider subscribing. And excuse my playing with this lint roller here. It's acting as a wand for me right now. I feel like a teacher. London Hard Fork, or EIP 1559, supposed to go live tomorrow at 1:15 UK time. Awesome. Thank you for that. Good to know. So that'll be... Okay. So what will that be? Somewhat like 9 a.m. here. A little sooner. So by the time anyone in the US wakes up. So that'll be cool. Looks like we're down on Webull. Price, it's doing okay though. Let's just go trading view just in case. All right. What the heck? Let me not name blast them. Let me just say the next update with Do I really want to give out my information? Cool. All right. Any prediction on the peak of Doge when the 1.21 update happens? It's not so much about the update itself. Obviously, I think that will boost Dogecoin up a bit, but I don't think it's so much about the actual day of the update, though we'll probably see a run up compared to what that could create. As far as further adoption for Doge, which will then drive the price up. So, for example, Dogecoin for Tesla, that this update is imperative for us to get to that point where Elon's going to accept us. He already made that clear. He said before it's very important. And other large corporations where they do tons and tons and tons, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of transactions per day, that little fee each time they're accepting this type of currency, it really adds up. So if you can cut that and reduce it to 1% of what it currently is, going from one whole Doge to 0.01 of a Dogecoin minimum, then that really cuts costs over time. And so I think that could be a really, really big catalyst and factor into other companies wanting to take it. Peter says cheaper transaction fees will attract more companies. Exactly. You sure he wasn't talking about 1.14? Maybe whichever one has the transaction fee update. He kept bouncing back and forth, and that's why I just said the transaction fee update in the tweet. So whichever one has the update, he was talking about both of them. I know 1.14 is already live. There's different portions of 1.14, right? Because there's like 1.14.5. There's too many numbers, but whichever one he was talking about is the one that's about done. So whichever one has the fee reduction. So there's that. Now, if we're just talking about what do I think could happen with the price just based off the announcement alone, I'm thinking, this is just a guess here, but if people start getting hyped because they're thinking about the potential retail attraction, then I could see Dogecoin going somewhere like 25 cents, jumping anywhere from 5 to 10 cents. The thing is, we should already be at Dogecoin 30 cents right now. So it's not like me saying I think Dogecoin to 30 is like me just saying I think Dogecoin is going to go 10 cents above where it should currently be valued. Don't forget, before we lost a lot of momentum when Bitcoin kept messing with us, Dogecoin was like here. Because right now, for example, we're here, but Bitcoin is here, right? Bitcoin's like up in this area. Because let's side by side these charts, just so you can see what I'm talking about. Four-hour. Look at the difference here. You see this? This is the altcoin versus the market leader. Market leader has gotten all the way back up to the top. Dogecoin, this was the top, and this is where Dogecoin is right now. So really, Dogecoin currently should be at about 40 cents. Dogecoin is at about 20 cents. So me saying Dogecoin to 30 off of an update is still putting us 10 to 15 cents ish below where we should already be, because we were following Bitcoin 1 to 1,000, and now we're following it about 1 to 2,000. We've lost half of our steam. So we've got plenty of room to run, and that's why I'm saying we know that Dogecoin has a lot going on for it that's going to come in the future. And so as long as everything plays out, consider this an amazing buy opportunity, because what it lets you do is wait for confirmation of some sort on Bitcoin, and still, even if you wait and you buy in right here on Bitcoin, for example, you're still getting in here on Dogecoin instead of where it should be, which is here. So instead of this being like 50 cents Doge, this is going to be like 22 cents Doge. And then you get to ride the slingshot of volatility up if Bitcoin does continue back to 60, because then we're going to catch back up to where we should be. So it's just a free like 20, 30, 40% gain. Low risk entry, even though you're buying technically at the top. So, yes, Doge should be sitting in the 30s. Yep. Laud, yes, laud indeed. That's the reason why you bought today. Yeah, buying at 20 cents, guys. Like, you know, I've said this for the last probably 2 months or 1 month. Buying anything under 25 cents on Dogecoin, you're not going to regret it in the next couple months. It's very unlikely that you're going to regret it because Dogecoin should, and I keep saying should because obviously I can't see what's going to happen in crypto in the future. The Fed can do something to completely destroy it. We could be looking at every crypto to 0 cents. I don't know. But I'm saying in the world that should be playing out here, if nothing crazy happens, Dogecoin's going to go back to 40, 50, 60 cents. I don't think that's anybody's question. Everybody wants to know when will we hit $1? Nobody's asking like, are we going to hit 50 cents again? I don't think anyone has a doubt about that. So even if you buy at 24, you're going to have over doubled your money by the time we hit 50. There's no harm in it. It's just obviously you would like for most of your capital to be as close to the bottom as possible, so you have an even better average, so that then as the price continues to go up higher and higher, you get a better like percentage gain return on your investment. But it doesn't matter. 100% is amazing. So yeah, but of course the lower the better. Just don't get too greedy and miss it completely, which is why I say scale in if you're not in at all. And you're looking like you're a first-time Dogecoin investor, you don't have to all in right now at 20 cents and just be all in, have no more money left. You can put 50% of your capital in and just have some skin in the game in case it takes off, so you don't have to look back when we're at 25, 27 cents and say, oh man, I should have bought at 20. But then if it does drop to 16 again or even 14, you've still got half your money left. You can throw it in there. Now your average is like 18, 17, and you're chilling either way. It's the smart way to do it. But yeah, so that's that, guys. And let me just go on Twitch really quick and see if I can find a portion of the discussion. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Getting through this ad. Please hold.
Thing is
All right.
rounding the size, which is how Dogecoin thinks of this.
I just want to show you maybe a portion of the stream where he talked about it, or he actually talked about it as some proof here.
Not entirely certain. I know what I'm looking at right now.
When was this? It's close to the end. Let's just scroll a bit.
That's better at least. Alright, so we're going to have to... Well, the first things first, I need to work out what this number should be. I actually used the numbers I was working on earlier to just give me that, because I think...
Hang on.
So that looks right to me, or maybe off by 1, 0.
So yeah, I'm almost positive he's talking about 1.21. That's what everybody else is talking about here too. Or does he address the comment?
Ah, that's what's happening. So the minimum fee rate is being set too low. Curious, funny story. My work actually does give us massage time, although we can't go into the office, so I can't use it. Come on.
One sec.
Faster. In the background, 55. 25.
We will find this.
Transaction. So it's created a decodable transaction. I believe he is going to come on stream with me at some point and do a more. I hate these sequential.
Will we? Will we find this, Mariano? Maybe not. Maybe I'll just find it off stream and I'll show it tomorrow on the next stream.
Fund draw transaction.
Because we were very close.
Yep.
Because I saw my comment there.
Alright, so we're going to have to be that, because I think 1, 2, 3, 4. The rate is being set too low.
Huh.
Come on, test faster. Zip.
All right, well, it was literally right there somewhere, but it's too hard to scrub, so
So what this is doing...
I can't find it. But it was right there. I'll find it and show it tomorrow, all right? It's taking too long. I doubt the feds will kill crypto. Too many institutions and banks are buying it. We'll see. We'll see. They've already strongly made it clear of kind of their disapproval of crypto. So I understand that banks hold it, but they might let banks sell it. They might let them get out. Like, hey, heads up. Here's some regulations coming. Might want to dump your shares. Bobby says, take it easy, guys. I got to get going. Cool, man. Thank you for hanging out. Bobby, appreciate you supporting the stream. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow with the next stream. But yeah, that's that, guys. So Dogecoin is doing okay. Not that great. I think, again, what all this is showing is that there's still bearishness in the market because Bitcoin is up way more than Dogecoin is up. So that probably just means people are seeing this and they're just like, this move here is probably just a bounce. It's not actually going to break above 42. We already showed we didn't want to do that right here. So am I really going to buy in thinking we're in a bull run here or a strong uptrend? Probably not. And so I think that's why we're seeing, though Bitcoin's doing okay, Dogecoin buyers are not feeling it. Just like a lot of you in this chat right now are probably thinking that exact same thing. So there's that. What's going on? Only live once. So there's that. I don't really believe that Bitcoin is going to even clear this 41,000 level if it even gets to it. I think this is going to come back to either this level here at about 37.8ish or maybe even fall through that and go to the next trend line down, which is around 37 flat, and then we'll see what happens there. That's my guesses, but we'll see. Obviously, if something crazy happens and we start taking off like a rocket off some catalyst or whatever, I'll be back live to cover that. But as of now, that is not in the cards. Ethereum still is where I'm thinking the money's at. Ethereum is still what I'm holding. I did switch from Dogecoin holdings to Ethereum holdings yesterday. It was already there, but I recommended it to you guys yesterday. We were doing a nice double bottom for one thing, and then we've also got the big update tomorrow. So it only made sense that Ethereum of the three would have the most potential to run. And so if you're trying to make some money short term, just an obvious play. So hopefully you got to capitalize off that. As far as when to take profit, probably look sometime tomorrow and just keep an eye on the price. Make sure it doesn't start doing like a dump sell off. If you start getting some hints that it is starting to like sharply sell off, just probably lock in your profit. Don't risk it. But at the same time, if it does do that, it will probably pull back and then go back up. So if you have those diamond hands and you don't really care to lock it in, you can just wait and see what happens, or you can just sell it when it looks like things are getting bad and then buy back in once you get confirmation that it's stopped selling off. Whatever floats your boat as far as trading style is concerned. But I'm going to be holding this overnight into tomorrow. Just curious what it'll do. I don't think I'll be doing any options on it. I don't have a strong feeling that it's going to go in any direction. But if anything, I would guess it does go up a bit more, maybe to like 28, maybe 29. I don't know. Going into tomorrow as there's some more hype around it. But who knows? It just depends on if people start like news selling it or not, which I don't think they should, because this is a long-standing update, and we know it's going to long-term make Ethereum very good. So it just doesn't seem like one of those little hype events that you would just sell off. If anything, it's probably a good time to buy and hold for a long, long, long time. So that's my thoughts there. And then also just stay tuned for the update to 1.14, whatever number they end up dropping next. Next update will be on Dogecoin for the transaction fees. And according to Ross, we'll have some more info on it probably going into early next week. But I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. I'm pretty hungry, and it's been about an hour stream, so I think that's good length. Don't forget, subscribe if you have not. Check out the store. link in the description at the very top. I'll make it clickable because I always forget. But basically, it's just called myhodlwear.com. And everybody that's bought clothes from there so far is enjoying it greatly. So that's awesome to hear. There you go. Should be blue and clickable now. I would never do margin on options on crypto. Hey, to each their own. There you go. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. And also, I'll see you on Twitter or in the Discord group if you follow me there. Have a good day, guys.